I see a lot of information for a consumer to find out how to qualify for a home, interest rates, etc. But I don't see a lot of information regarding after you own the home, how do you manage that asset? What goes into that? What makes it appreciate if you have control over that? So I wanted to highlight some of those points of, what to expect when, when you're expecting your first home. Yeah. Of course, the major difference between renting and owning a home is when something goes wrong, you can't just pick up the phone and call the landlord. You have to do it yourself, but we'll get to that next. As a new homeowner, the most important thing that you need to do when searching for a house is to have a home inspection report. You cannot buy a house without a home inspection report. That home inspection report is going to tell you about the mechanicals and the structure and the roof of the house, which are really the big ticket items. So if you think you're getting a screaming deal on this house because it needs a new roof, but you don't have the cash in your savings account in the next couple of years to replace that roof, you're going to be a sad puppy. So when we look at that home inspection report, it behooves us to take a little pencil and say, it has a new roof, great, I'm not going to have to worry about that. But the water heater is 22 years old. I might have to replace that tomorrow or the next 3 years. How much is that going to cost? And creating a savings account for your home maintenance, I think, is the most important thing for a homeowner, a first-time homeowner, or any homeowner to do, so that those items aren't a big surprise. It's part of managing your asset. When you were leasing an apartment, you're paying the mortgage for that landlord who's getting the benefits of taxes and appreciation. You're going to get the benefits of those things, but it is going to take a little thought. So if you don't want to be in the position of, fixing your own sink, etc., best advice is to meet and hire a licensed and insured handyman who can probably take care of about 90% of those little things that happen in a house, which is the same thing a landlord was going to do when your sink was leaky. He was going to call the handyman too. So a licensed handyman is your friend. For a lot of homeowners, they're not comfortable in that do-it-yourself fix the sink, so there are alternatives. Of course, the licensed and insured handyman, he's like your best friend. He could probably do 90% of the things. But there are also companies who specialize in this maintenance of your home. There's HVAC companies who will come out on a seasonal basis, an annual basis, to change over the heating and air conditioning, change out the filters. There's also property managers. A property manager can be hired to come out once a month, go through the house, look for any issues on a regular basis, change the batteries in the smoke detector, anything that needs to be done. They're going to call the professional and meet them there to get the job done. So it really just depends on what level the homeowner feels comfortable managing their asset and what their budget is. There's lots of reasons to own a home. Of course, it's an asset to the portfolio, but we also get to live in the home, make it our own. We can paint the walls any color we want. We can mow the grass or not mow the grass, but we also enjoy appreciation of our asset. So if we look at a home as an investment and an asset, we need to remember it has a life. There's the purchase, there's in the middle when we're managing it and it's appreciating, and when we sell that asset. So what happens in the middle, we have a lot of control over. If we maintain the home correctly, it's going to add value when we sell it. If we defer maintenance, it's going to hurt us when we sell it. If we remodel the very old kitchen and bring it up to date and it's cohesive and it's done well, the asset appreciates. If we remodel that kitchen and it's terrible, it's going to hurt the end game. So I think if we can look at a house as an asset for our kids now, I think it's more interesting for them and it's a better financial decision that way.